everybody, what up? It's your boy No Man coming at y'all real quick. No, it's Jay. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little strange. I'm still heavily under the weather. I had to make this video, man. About Dwane Casey. But first things first. Shout out to the fellow DSA members, man. LukeG&Detroit Drew reached 1,500 subscribers today. Very excited for him. Shout out, he just recently got to 1,400 like a couple weeks ago. So that's good progress for him, man. Of course, check us out tomorrow. Pistons Center Court with me, him. I believe 303 J-Mo, I think he might be. And Trav, of course, Trops of Sports Talk and CA3 Sports Talk. And myself. So, then, of course, the field general for all my Lions fans out there. Luke G, field review, man. If you haven't subscribed to him, so do it. Congratulations to him. With 1,000 subscribers, congratulations, well deserved, man. He's done good work on this channel. Kind of liking what's going over there. So salute to my brothers, man. And Derek P. Fields, the rest of the game, man. Noble Sports Entertainment. And Micro Mike for reaching 200 recently. Shout out to those guys, man. So, but the video, to get into the topic today, is more centered around Dwane Casey, his grade for me personally, for him on his work on from last off season all the way to the final game of our season's end. Y'all know through my live streams, when I was able to live stream, I was very critical of Dwane Casey at times. I was very high on Dwane Casey at times. I'm always kind of in the middle about it. It's year one, so you don't want to give too harsh of a grade, but you don't want to get too high of a grade. And I think that's the fair turn to go. And if I had to give him an all fair grade, I'm going to give Dwane Casey a solid B-. A B-, I understand, may seem harsh, but he did exactly what we at least expected, and that was for us to make the playoffs. We stumbled our way in there, really stumbled our way around, screwed ourselves up. We made the playoffs as an A seed. Didn't put up the best fight in the playoffs, at least not the whole game. So that's what I'm going to be getting into. Dwane Casey messed up a lot this year. A lot of woos that he carried from the Raptors last year and so forth about his rotations and lineups, his timing. A lot of that showed and kind of made reason why I'm kind of giving him this grade is because I feel like we lost a lot of games due to the fact that he had bad lineups and chose to be stubborn in his ways on coaching. I understand you feel that we're not the most talented team. We can all agree to that. But you still could do better job on lineups. You know what I'm saying? The talent that we had there, wasn't that great. Granted, we didn't have that much money. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm not blaming on him. But for the guys we did have, he did a good job in making us be a playoff team despite not having a starter in the 2 and the 4. I mean, a tuner in the 2 or the 3. But at the end of the day, I think for what we had there, he could have did a better job through the years. I mean, we lost a lot of games we probably should have won. There was even a game or two that was close with the Bucks that we probably could have won. Specifically, the one I'll never forget, Stanley Johnson goes off for 16 points in the fourth quarter. That one's one I wish, to me, that should have been a win. I felt we kind of let that one get away. I hate that one. We had a lot of close games with the Hornets. Lost them. A lot of them we lost due to Dwane Casey's inability to make the right adjustments. And that stands out. You're going to call yourself a championship level coach. You have to be able to make the coaching decisions to get, your team prepped there and ready to handle the situation and task. You can't have LukeG&Detroit come in the game for 10 minutes and allow him to see him get 11 points and then take him out. It doesn't make any sense. If your guy's balling, you don't take him out at 10 minutes. You leave him in there. He messed up on a lot of small things that we take for granted. Yeah, we didn't have the best point guard place. Darn show with Reggie Jackson. Ish Smith got hurt. And that's what really things turned bad for us. We didn't have that extra tempo on offense. You had young guards that you could have easily turned the keys to. You chose to use Jose Calderon for, I never understand why. Him and Zaza out there together were a nightmare. If we had a 10-15 point lead, we lost it in like less than 2 minutes. And it was a shame to see. You got past our starters, we couldn't give you none much. I felt he didn't put enough effort into his rotation. I didn't think he put enough effort into developing the young talent that he should have developed. You leave Langston Galloway out there for, I'm sorry, I'm hot, y'all. You leave Langston Galloway out there for 20 minutes and he hasn't scored no more than 2 points. But, you know, you got guys like Kyrie Thomas just waiting to get minutes to come in and shoot the ball and probably will score. You eventually traded Reggie Bullock, you know, for Steve McConnell. Okay, I gave that an A. You know, you got Don Maker. That was cool. Was getting rid of Stanley Johnson. But the problem is, you didn't use Steve McConnell. You needed a small forward desperately. You can't rely on Glenn Robinson, who was just not there this year. You can't rely on other people who wouldn't give us anything. And it's like, at this point, I understand people have to make their money. But at this point, you should have been using your young guys, especially when you got in the playoffs. You started off games good in the playoffs after the first game, but the second game and up, you started off good, but you didn't come out in the second half of the game and continue what you left off. You came in and rotation-wise again, hit you again. Bad coaching. Now, granted, a lot of bullcrap fouls being called, but I shouldn't still see Langston Galloway on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is a recipe for disaster. And that falls on Dwane Casey. So, you know, he is not the worst coach we have ever had. But, you know what I'm saying, this is year one. He can still develop and learn from this year. I'm giving him the opportunity. That's why I say I'll give him a B-, maybe even a B+. Because you had an injured Blake Griffin. Andre had a lot of stuff to put on him. He compensated for a lot that people don't want to give him credit for. Reggie did kick it up to another gear. You didn't fall for any stupid trades. Those are good things. Those are good things. No, they want us to trade all our young guys and stuff and draft picks for Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. Thank God he didn't fall for those type of headlines, man. I can appreciate that. Definitely. You know, so it was a real, whatever bad that we had, you kind of had to take whatever good we had, you had to almost take the bad with it. That was kind of a year for him. So that's why I say usually it's hard judging him after his first year. But I'm just giving you, like I said, I'll push it up to a B+ to be nice, considering that we did make the playoffs the first year that he got here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm teetering to. I'm giving him a solid B to B+. I'll give him a B- because of the negative things they did do and the stubbornness to make the right decisions. Like, you brought young guards on this team, like Isaiah Whitehead. You drafted 2 young guards. You barely used them. You traded for Steve McConnell. Didn't really use him. Then he got hurt when you probably could really needed him. And even your ability, how you use Luke Kennard. Yes, Luke Kennard had a lot to do, was responsible for his own downfalls at times. But there was a lot of times Luke Kennard, again, comes in the game, 9-10 minutes, got 9-12 points, and you take him out. Those are things we don't need. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. You know, you have to be better at timing. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll give him a B. B+ maybe. Y'all leave in the comment section y'all grade for him. How you feel? Nothing crazy. I don't want to hear fire him. I don't want to hear that he's a terrible coach. He's not a terrible coach. Could get better at it, definitely. But he's not a terrible coach. Be fair. Don't give him an F. I don't want to hear all this hateful stuff in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe he'll do a good job. But y'all just leave in the comment how y'all feel about Dwane Casey. Give him a grade. Tell me how you feel about him. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to Luke G and Detroit Drew, man. If you haven't subscribed to those fellas, please go and do so. If you liked anything I had to say, man, hit that sub button for your boy, man. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with me. I know it's been a minute. Like I said, I've been dreadfully sick. I almost thought I was going to have to go to the hospital Friday, but I ended up not. I didn't even get out of bed, man, that day till like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. I was just not doing good, man. Stay tuned. Sometime this weekend, I may be trying. I had to check on Micro Mike with it, but I'm going to see if I can try to link up with him soon, sooner rather than later. So y'all stay tuned for stuff like that. Again, tune in tomorrow on Pistons Center Court. Watch us, man. Again, me, Detroit Drew, 313 J-Mo, I believe, Trav, Trossel Sports Talk, CA3 Sports Talk. And check us out tomorrow, man. 8 o'clock. Shout out to the guys in the round table tonight, man. Luke G, for all those who were watching that round table, by the way, tonight, I still am going to do that video regarding Saquon Barkley and Kerryon Johnson. I still had that in my plan to do, so suspect that maybe around Friday-ish or Thursday even possibly. So stay tuned for that. Peace to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. It's your boy Noam signing out. Peace.